a strong, independent black woman. That's how I perceive myself, and that's how others see me as well. My cousin said I was an icon the other day when I was speaking to her a couple of nights ago, and inspirational, which I never would have seen or thought myself to be that way inclined, but that's how she sees me. She's only 2 years younger than me, but for her to say that, it's like, you know, and that's what I want to inspire my kids to go, you know, mum can do it, then we can do it too. So I was born in 1974 in Manchester, in St Mary's Hospital. So I lived in Manchester, in Levenshulme in fact, from birth till 2005, so over 30 years. I lived in the same house, same terrace house in Levenshulme, and then moved to Gorton for a year before I moved over to Stockport 13 years ago. When I was growing up, I remember it being fun. There was lots of family parties. There always seemed to be somebody's house that we were visiting or going to. And yeah, I don't remember there being any sad times. You know, there was no cable TV. There was just the 3 channels on the telly. There was me and my brother who grew up together. Yeah, and it just seemed to be a lot of laughter is what I remember from my childhood. Being brought up by 2 parents from the islands in the Caribbean is different to how I'm bringing my kids up now. And I think that's more of a cultural thing, not intentional. You know, when I was younger, you know, you went to the carnivals and, you know, you joined in, and, you know, I was at in the parades with my little skirts and my glitter and all the rest of it, and, you know, my hair. Whereas now, I think it's changed so much that I don't even think I've took them possibly when they were younger to the carnival, but not since, because even that side has changed. It's no longer a Caribbean carnival, it's a festival for all. So I ended up living in Stockport. So like I said, I lived in Levenshulme for 30 years, and then got myself on the ladder by buying a little terrace in Gorton. And then I got pregnant with Gracie, and I wanted to buy a bigger house, and I wanted a house with a garden. And the majority of houses in Levenshulme are terrace houses, so it's just a yard, there's no real gardens. So I ended up, like I say, the next step along, I went to Stockport. So it was just the house, it was the size, it was a nice big garden for them. I didn't look into anything to do with schools or anything like that. It was literally, this is a nice area, it's not too far, you know, the M6 is down that way, you know, A6 is down there. You know, it's an easy place to buy in terms of what I had in my pocket to be able to buy a house for. So that's why I ended up in Stockport. Living space wise, I think they try to encourage more people to move into Stockport, because like I said, they are, you know, putting different places up. I am seeing more Asian people in Stockport than from when I was when I first moved in. When Gracie went to school, so she started beforehand, her school took 2 intakes, so 50 kids. When she got there, the council had asked them could they take 3 intakes, so she was a 3 intake class, the first one for that school. And the one thing I noticed was she was, out of 75 children, she was the only black child in a class of 75 children. There was more Asian children, as I say, so it has like progressed that way, but she was the only black child there. I noticed it, but to me, that has never stopped or blocked me from doing or talking to whoever I want to talk to. I talk to you, you like me, you either like me or you don't. If you don't, I move on. So I didn't see it as an issue. I just went, well, it's just one of that. But as the time has progressed, there have been more black children in the school. So that way, you know, you can see more colour coming into the school. It's not something that I want them to worry about. And whether that's me being blinkered to the fact that we are black, not so much, but I don't want them to see the colour of their skin as the reason to hold them back for anything. education, job or anything. It's not a second factor, but I don't want that to be the main factor why they think they can't do anything.